How you doing, guys? If you saw my last video on Thermite, you now know what Thermite is, and you know it's some pretty powerful stuff. But just how powerful is it? In the book Patriots by James Wesley Rawls, which a lot of you guys are familiar with, the insurgents near the end of the book used the exact same kind of thermite to take out tanks. And that seems a little bit extreme to me, but maybe it's possible. It's also mentioned in the book David's Toolkit by Ragnar Benson, and about a way to take out tanks. It's more specifically mentioned here if put in the barrel or certain areas on the tank and not necessarily being able to shoot straight through tank armor. But I came up with a way to see just how powerful it is in relation to tank armor. I don't have any tank armor lying around, but what I do have is an old weight here that is 3/4 of an inch thick, pure iron. I don't think it's actually steel. I think it's just iron. Now this is probably not comparable to armor on a modern tank. Obviously it's probably not only thicker, but it's probably more resilient. They have ceramics and things mixed in, but it should do a little bit to show us just how powerful this stuff is. If it can't even get through this, then it probably isn't going to do much to a modern tank, but if it blows through this, maybe. And certainly melting through this is no small feat anyways. Even if it couldn't do much to a tank, certainly could mess up most other vehicles. But let's give it a shot. Like I said, this is 3/4 of an inch thick, so we'll see what it can do.
Woo. Well, the mix seems to work. That away and see how it Ooh. That's nice. It's getting hard already. You can see how hot it is.
Alright, so as you guys saw in the video, while the thermite is incredibly powerful, it doesn't look like it would go through tank armor because it didn't melt through that weight plate right there, and I'm assuming the tank armor is probably thicker and more resilient and more tolerant to high temperatures and all that stuff. But what you do see is that it leaves behind huge lumps of iron, actually, after the process is complete. So that gives you an idea of what you could use it for. You could use it for just melting all sorts of stuff together into one big lump. If you did have to take out a tank for some crazy reason, you could stick it in the barrel and it would leave a mass of iron in there. You could melt shut hinges on hatches or mess up all sorts of equipment, but probably just melting straight through thick tank armor is probably not something that would actually happen in real life, despite what is in the book Patriots. But definitely it's cool stuff and can destroy a lot of things, but tank armor probably isn't one of them.